Well, good morning, folks. It's the real Captain Kirk here. It is the 19th of October, day 216 remote. Real quick to look at the trends here last week, week ending 17 October for our big retail customers. Again, big map is maps mean temps versus last year. So here in the U.S., we were 4.1 degrees warmer than last year on a national scale, warmest in 3 years, ninth warmest in 35 years, so much above average national temperatures. 28% drier than a year ago, driest in 15th driest in 35 years, so below average on that front. Snowfall, while 55% less than last year, least in 3 years, still 12th most in 35 years with some systems in the upper Rockies and Plains. Canada, on the cool side, 2 degrees cooler than last year, 7th coldest in 35 years. Europe, also very cold, 4.9 degrees colder than a year ago, 9th coldest in 35. Other areas are pretty much Russia warmer, India warmer, Australia warmer. Brazil finally cooled off, 0.7 degrees cooler than a year ago and coolest in 7 years. Maps inset left there, trends versus average. Looking at this week, it's a tale of two halves of the country here. We got really warm weather here on the eastern half of the country and very cold weather up there in the Rockies and Plains. Overall, on a national scale, it's 1.9 degrees warmer than last year, warmest in 3 years, 13th warmest in 35 years for the nation as a whole. Looking at precip, 28% drier than a year ago, but still 10th wettest in 35 years with above average conditions. Snowfall, most in 23 years. We got another few systems going through the same areas of the Rockies and Upper Plains here, but second snowiest in 35 years here, pretty much again for that. Systems moving through the Upper Rockies and Plains. Here's today, ending at 8 o'clock, snowfall trends going into Tuesday, and then Wednesday, a little heavier snow there in northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. Thursday, it looks like, again, Montana and North Dakota are going to be the big winners this week with, a good swath of 6 to 12 when you add up all these little systems here. Friday, Saturday, and run through these one more time here. So Monday, Tuesday, again, a bigger system midweek in the plains. And then Saturday, again, more snow in the Rockies. So definitely wintry out in the plains areas. On the other side of the country here, we still have a couple systems to worry about here. The Hurricane Center is definitely going to be naming Epsilon soon. System number 27 looks like it's going to go very near Bermuda, hopefully just to the right of Bermuda, keeping it in the weaker side of a potentially Cat 2 hurricane. Hopefully the models are right here because it does show it heading in our direction here in the northeast, but it looks like it's going to make a right turn before it gets to the east coast. So let's hope that trend holds. Looks like a cold front should sweep it out toward the UK. We also got to watch this area again south of Cuba. Again, models have been hinting at this for 2 weeks now, that there could be something big down there. It's backed off a bit, but Hurricane Center still watching what could become Zeta, system number 28. Again, we'll have to watch that because it is a threat to Florida within the next, say, 7 to 10 days. So again, just something to watch down there south of Cuba. Looking at next week, again, dichotomy of the country here. We either got warm weather and tropical threats along the east coast here as we get into early November. Overall, 2.3 degrees warmer than last year, but 11th coolest in 35 years. So much of the country, again, on the cool side here, as you can see in the map right. Driest in 3 years, but that's still 6th wettest in 35 years. So a conveyor belt of moisture between these two battlegrounds of cold and warm along the east coast. Snowfall down 58% versus a year ago, but again, still 11th snowiest in 35 years. We really have to watch this pattern. It's screaming 2011, 2012, and in both scenarios, 2011, we had a pre-Halloween blizzard in the Northeast, and then 2012, obviously, we had Hurricane Sandy. So it's a similar scenario here, so we'll have to see what we ultimately get. The Appalachians could get interesting here as we get into Appalachian Mountains here in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and the North New York areas for snow. So we'll have to watch that here as we get into the early November timeframe. Looking at the 2-week world aggregate overall here for the next 2 weeks. Again, big map here is temperatures actually versus average in this case. So warm East Coast and cold for the plains, central U.S. Canada, almost wall-to-wall cold. So again, kind of on the cool side here for Canada. Thought we'd end here with some interesting things going on here. Full moon on Halloween, kind of scary. So it is a full moon here coming up on the 31st. Then we have daylight savings time ends that weekend as well here on the 1st. We have to fall back. We had an interesting scene out here outside the remote office studios here. It almost looked like the sky was on fire here this past weekend. So we had some gorgeous fall conditions here in eastern PA. So I'll share those with you, and we will end with that and have a great week, and we'll be back here this time next week.